welcome back to a new vlog. So it is Monday, it's the 15th of June, yes it's June, and I don't want to do anything. So it's 4 minutes to 12, so it's basically midday. I have been doing things today. I just did a load of like faffy things this morning. Went to get Starbucks, which is now long gone. And I've just been trying to do some research for my summer project. If you haven't watched the last few vlogs, then basically my summer project is I've got to create several pieces of artwork slash photos that can be put forward into like kind of like competition. Basically all of the pieces you put forward will then be picked from, and the ones that win will be displayed in it's like Luton Court witness room or something. It's nothing cool, trust me, but it's still a good opportunity and I want to win. I have finally managed to narrow down my ideas, which is good, because for a long time I was just like, I have no fucking clue what I'm gonna do and this is a boring topic anyway. Because obviously, because it's gonna be like a witness support area, it can't be anything, you know, too like emotionally charged, because it's got to be like a sensitive area, and also it has to be age appropriate because the witnesses can be any age. So I have now sort of narrowed it down to some ideas I am actually quite excited about. I've got some stuff just over there which I will show you in a minute for some hopefully cool still lifes I'm gonna do. We're also planning a very brief trip to the beach at some point over the next month when the weather's alright and we have the time. It's actually, I mean, I live in England, so like technically it doesn't matter where you live in England, you can always get to the coast within like a 3-4 hour drive because it's such a small country, and like we're an island, so it's pretty easy to get to the coast wherever you live. But I live like right in the middle of England. Well, not the middle, I live like just above London, but it's as far like in as you can possibly get, really. So yeah, it's quite a drive. I mean, it's still only like 3 or 4 hours depending like which way you go. But yeah, it just means it's going to be a long day because we'll have to like set out early, shoot for a couple of hours and then come home. Yeah, we are planning that, and obviously I will bring you along whenever we get around to that, but that won't be for at least another couple of weeks yet. So in the meantime, I have some stuff to do some still lifes for. I don't know where I'm gonna do them yet because I don't have like a, what do you call it? I'll put a photo up on the screen, but it's one of those, they're like tiny mini studios but for objects. By the way, I don't have one of those, and I also don't have any proper lighting, so it could be difficult, but I'm gonna try. And I'm also gonna have a play around with some double exposure stuff, mainly just for fun and to make it look like I've done more than I have, because a lot of sort of getting a good grade on like creative courses is experimenting, even if you never actually took the experimenting seriously. Because what I do is like, I come up with an idea and I know immediately which one I'm going to do, and so I do that straight away, and then I go back and I write all the ideas and do all the research and experiment as if I was genuinely going to do that, and just lie essentially and say, oh yeah, you know, I got this idea from here, and you know, everything else, and you know, these are the artists that really inspired me, because apparently you're not allowed to have original ideas and these sorts of things, you have to be inspired by someone. So little hack for you there, if you're in a creative course like photography or art, do the research and the ideas after you've finished, because you get extra marks for if you actually do what your ideas page says. So if you do the thing first and then you write your ideas page, then you can make sure that everything you write you actually did. So there you go, there's a little hack for you. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'll actually get onto shooting today. At the moment I'm just doing research. I've done a little bit of research and just writing up of miscellaneous ideas to, you know, tick the boxes basically. I'm now finally on to looking for some artists to be inspired by, but I will show you the objects I got from Asda that I'm going to shoot some still lifes with. So I mean, they're not terribly interesting, but I thought I'd show you them anyway. The first one is literally like a glass bowl. I guess it's a bowl, yeah. Yep, it's just a plain glass bowl, it's not that exciting. These ones are slightly more exciting because they're iridescent. Technically, I think they're gin glasses. I will not be using them to drink gin from, I will be using them as props. and then if I ever do drink something from them, it'll probably be water because I'm terribly boring and don't like anything other than water. So yeah, and I do have 2 of them. The other one's like in this bit. So you know, I've got those, and I've got other miscellaneous trash around my room that I can probably use as well. So yeah, that is what is going on in my life at the moment, basically. I don't really know what I'm going to get done today. I'm hoping to start reading. I did finish Half-Blood Prince yesterday, by the way. I'm thinking I'm going to read one of Sarah Knight's books next. I have all of them, but I've only read the first 3, so I've got Fuck No and Calm the Fuck Down still to read, so I'm probably going to pick one of those. But they're up there and I can't even bother to get them down, so you just have to take my word for it. So yeah, I'm just going to get out and start researching, even though I'd rather do anything else, really. Get it done, and then we'll see if I have time to do any shooting today. Okay, I've been doing some research, but I'm tired of that now because there's really only so long I can research before I start losing my marbles, essentially. Because a lot of the research and ideas portion of my photography course is mostly just bullshitting it. Half the time what I say is not true, but I know what I need to do to get the marks, so because I'm well and truly bored of that, I've moved on to doing some stuff that technically I haven't been assigned yet, but I know it's coming up. And I've been wanting to do it for ages, but I've kind of had to be collecting resources for it. So I know that one of our topics next year is we have to do something like eco-friendly. And do like a photo shoot or like a photographic series around something eco-friendly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a load of different dresses and outfits out of trash, basically. So over the last like couple of months I've just been collecting a whole load of rubbish. Like I have a whole bag full of like paper, like tablet blister packs, like I've got a pair of headphones that don't work anymore. And all the fabric scraps from everything I've made over the last few months goes in here as well. You know, tablet boxes. I've also got a load of other stuff, just stuff in the corner in the kitchen that's too big to go in my room. So I've got quite a bit now. I think I won't be able to finish anything, but I want to at least start them because I've been wanting to do it for ages and I just want to do it. So what I have to start with is actually a shower curtain. Got this from Asda for like a couple of quid. I've got another one here which has like leaves on it. I'm gonna make like sort of like a bodice or a boob tube out of this one, just to sort of be the top of a dress or something. But this one I'm going to use as a base for a skirt. So I'm just going to like put some elastic in the waistband, and then I'm going to try and get some, well, we're not sure what we're going to use yet, but basically I want it to like stick out like a big circle skirt, you know the ones that you have like the hoop skirts under. I want it to kind of look like that. So I'm going to have a look online, and I'm going to have a look at hula hoops, but I think that hula hoops might be a bit big. I'm also going to have a look at pipe cleaners, because I think like if I braid them together then it should be strong enough to hold its shape. So yeah, obviously like I could bone the skirt properly, I know how to do that, but like I kind of want everything to do with this to be like purely recycled and made out of trash, essentially. So normally I was originally going to make sort of like the base of things out of like old bed sheets and stuff from charity shops. However, the charity shops aren't open at the moment because of the pandemic, and they're not going to be open until at least next year, and I haven't got that long. So I had to make a few compromises, which is why I bought the shower curtains for a couple of quid from Asda, but they're still, like, even though I didn't thrift them, they're still, like, you wouldn't normally make something out of a shower curtain, you know? So yeah, basically I'm just going to do some research, try and make a bodice and see if I can find somewhere to buy hula hoops and pipe cleaners, so you know. Or I could make a cape. Thursday. Is it? Yes, it is Thursday. So I have quite a few things to tell you and show you, so I'm just sort of going to start at the beginning and work my way forward. So I didn't vlog anything on Tuesday because, well, I woke up and I was like really lethargic and I just didn't sleep that well, so I wasn't going to plan to do much anyway. But then I went for a walk in the afternoon just hoping to invigorate myself a little bit, and I ran into an old school friend and we got talking, and then it was like 6 p.m, so the day was over. So, you know, I didn't really do anything on Tuesday that was productive at all, but it was nice to catch up with a friend, and I wasn't really feeling great anyway, so I probably wouldn't have got much done in the first place. So then yesterday, as you would have saw from the b-roll, I was mostly sewing. Like, I've kind of I've deviated from my original plan slightly because I was going to be working on my summer project, but I'm sort of like, I'm at the stage where I'm just doing a load of research that's like necessary to tick boxes and stuff, and it's really boring. So like, I mean, I like the actual research bit, but then you have to write about it and like just make up a load of rubbish about, oh, you like this because of the colours and it means this, and it's just a load of rubbish basically, and I don't want to do it. So I've been sewing instead, and I am still, like, it's technically still college work because what I've been doing is I've been making dresses out of trash essentially, which I have mentioned a few times before. So I was going to work on one that, like, it was going to have like a big like hoop skirt, but the hula hoops that, like, I've ordered some hula hoops, like, you know, like actual hula hoops, not the crisps. But they're not going to arrive until like late next week, which is really annoying, so I've kind of had to leave that one for now. But I did make another dress, which I'll insert a picture of it somewhere. But yeah, I made that and I'm pretty proud of it. Like, it's not the best sewn thing, but like, I wasn't really planning on it being like well sewn, because I mean, it's made out of trash. So yeah, that was mostly what I did yesterday. I have done a bit of reading. I finished Half-Blood Prince. Did I tell you that? I'm pretty sure I told you that. But if I didn't, then I finished Half-Blood Prince. And obviously the readathon doesn't start until next week. And so I just needed something to read in the meantime that wasn't gonna interfere with the readathon. So I've been reading Fuck No by Sarah Knight. I really love Sarah Knight. Like, she's called like the anti-guru because she's kind of like her books are like self-help books, but they're not like wishy-washy kind of, you know, the generic self-help book kind of shit. So yeah, I really like her. So if you're looking for some like actually good practical self-help books, then I really highly suggest Sarah Knight. So yeah, I've just been reading this one. I'm like 100 pages in, so you know, and I'll finish it over the weekend just before the readathon starts. I've got a few other things to show you and tell you, but my arm's starting to hurt, so I'm going to put you on the tripod. Okay, there we go. So, I got some mail. I'm actually expecting like quite a lot of mail over the next few weeks, but it's kind of like, it's coming really sporadically, so I'll just show you what I've got for now, and I'll just sort of show you as it comes instead of waiting for it all to arrive. So I ordered some stuff from Redbubble a few days ago. I think that was like the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday-ish, because I need a new phone case basically, because this one that I've got, like, you really can't see, but like basically the pattern's just completely flaking off, and it's just like it's not in good condition, so I need a new one. So I ordered a phone case, and while I was there, I couldn't resist buying some stickers as well. So the phone case actually hasn't arrived yet, and honestly I have no idea when it's going to arrive because the stickers are here, but they said on the email I got that the estimated delivery was between 23rd and 29th of June, and then they arrived like the day after. So like, my phone case has also been shipped and it's got the same estimated arrival date, but it could arrive at any point really, because the stickers did not adhere to their estimated arrival date, so I have no idea. But for now I will show you the stickers. I also just wanted to show you the cute envelope they came in, cover my address. But yeah, I thought it was really cute. So I will put links to all of the stickers and stuff I got down below, with all the artists that made them, because I can't remember them off the top of my head. But yeah, so I got lots of cool stickers basically. Like, some of them are going to be like laptop stickers, I mean, I think technically, like, on the website, the category is laptop stickers. I love this one of the camera melting, isn't that so cool? So I think some of them I will put on my laptop, some of them I'll put on my big PC, and some of them will go in, like, sketchbooks and stuff. So yeah, that's the stickers, and I got, like, the classic Redbubble sticker that comes with everything. I really love these stickers, and I'm glad they came quickly, even though it wasn't what they said it was gonna arrive, so you know. So, the final thing I have to tell you is that tomorrow I'm doing sort of, it's like a virtual open day for university. So obviously, like, open days aren't going ahead as normal because of, you know, the global pandemic, but I think as of September they should mostly be going ahead as normal with just some, like, social distancing measures or whatever in place. But for now they've got, like, this, we're doing Norwich University of the Arts. That's the open day we're attending, but it's basically, like, it's virtual. We don't really know how it's going to be set out. It's on Zoom, which, like, I don't really understand why everyone's decided to use Zoom, because it's not that secure. Like, why would you suddenly choose to use Zoom when Skype's been there for like what, over a decade now? Which is, like, very secure, and, like, pretty much everyone has Skype, so why would you then just use this miscellaneous tool? Like, I don't know, I don't understand why people are using Zoom when Skype is perfectly good. But, you know, so we don't know if it's gonna be like literally like a Skype call, or if it's gonna be like a pre-recorded thing. Like, we have no idea. But we've got one at 10:30, or is it 10? No, one at 10, one at 11:30, and one at 3. So we've got 3 talks, and they're all, like, different. So one of them's like, oh, welcome to the university, and then one's about student life, and one is about the actual photography course. So tomorrow will mostly just be sort of me and my mum attending the talks. Like, again, we don't know how they're going to be set out, we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, and, like, we're not really expecting to get a huge amount out of it, because really we just need to go and see them, and we need to corner them and make them answer all of our questions, basically. But it's just going to be a chance to sort of collect some information and make sure there's no, like, immediate red flags, you know? So yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. But for today, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I think, because really what I need to do is I just need to do some of these stupid research pages. So I think I'll probably do 1 or 2, but I think I'll probably do that later, because I'm gonna go and get Starbucks, but, like, Starbucks isn't open until 10 at the moment because they're on, like, reduced hours, which is super annoying. And also we can't go till, like, after 11 anyway, because my mum's got to wait for a parcel that my dad ordered or something. So yeah, I may do that later, and in the meantime I think I'm gonna continue to work on the trash dresses, because, I mean, I finished the one, which I'm actually, like, high-key really proud of. I don't know where I'm going to put it. It's literally just sat on my floor over there. And as I said, I can't do, like, the hoop skirt one because I need the hoops before I can work on the hoop skirt. But I think I'm going to do one where, like, I've got loads of scraps of fabric from all the different sewing projects I've been doing over the last few weeks. So I'm going to, like, sew them all together to make a huge sort of, like, irregular patchwork thing. And then I'm going to use that big patchwork as, like, a piece of fabric to then make a dress, if that makes sense. I'll probably have to go upstairs and nick my dress model back from my sister. Yeah, basically I'm not sure entirely what I'm going to be doing right this minute, but I will be doing some sewing and I will be doing some research over the course of the day. And I've been talking for too long, so I'm going to get on with one of those things, and I will talk to you later. not know where to start with the last few days. So it is Saturday, what is the date? 20th, I think. Yep, 20th. Yeah, so if you're in the book community at all, or really just on Twitter, then we all know about J.K. Rowling, or She Who Must Not Be Named, as we're all calling her now. So yeah, basically, I mean, I'm not going to get into the drama because I think we all know the story, and if you don't, then you can go and look at it yourself, but she's being a TERF again, just generally a bitch, so, but this time it has had more serious consequences, I guess. I mean, because the thing is, in my mind, in my mind, we excluded J.K. Rowling from Harry Potter and everything to do with it years ago. Like, I feel like Cursed Child was really like the final cut-off point. Like, you got no idea what you're on about anymore, woman, and we just collectively divorced her and we're like, yeah, you're not part of this anymore. So it came as somewhat of a shock when people have gotten particularly upset about this one time, just because in my head, like, she's always been a bitch. So I don't, like, you know, why now of all times? But obviously I'm not, you know, part of the trans community, which is the community she's attacking again. So it's not really my place to speak on that. However, her being a TERF and a bitch and a bigot has essentially just really hit home this time, because a lot of people are, well, I mean, the thing that really upset me was obviously, you know, I did the Owls readathon back in, was that May or April? I think it was April, but I did the Owls readathon, and this was the first year I managed to do it, because, I mean, I've known about it since it began, really, which I think was 2017, 2018 or something, but I've never been able to participate before because, well, for two reasons. Mainly because I was either A, too busy with school, or B, too mentally ill to participate. So this was the first year that I could participate because, well, I mean, obviously we've all got a lot of spare time on our hands at the moment, but, you know, this is the first year I've been sort of happy, I guess. So it's the first year that I've been able to participate, and the creator of the readathon, Book Roast, I actually don't know her real name, but she's basically decided to, I mean, she's going to carry on with some sort of magical readathon, but it's not going to be Harry Potter anymore, which, I mean, I completely support her decision from the point of view of, I do think we should definitely distance ourselves from She Who Must Not Be Named, but it was particularly upsetting to me because of the fact that this was the first year I was able to participate, and now it's, I mean, she's still going to make prompts for the newts for people who want to finish it, but like, it's not the same because, you know, the community's not going to be there. And even though, like, I'm not really a community person, so, you know, I'm not one of those people that gets really involved in group chats or, you know, talks to like loads of people or anything. I'm not one of those people, but I do, like, even though I very much just read in the safety of my own room, I like reading and watching everyone else interact over it. It's an autistic thing. I think it's like co-playing, or like, it's a thing. I'll put the word up on screen, where basically, like, autistic people tend to, especially in children, like, we play with others, but we're not actually playing with them. So like, if everyone's playing Lego, I will also play with Lego, but I'll build my own thing, whereas everyone else is building the same thing together. So, and in my mind, that's the same as playing with them, because I wouldn't actually want to play with them, because then I wouldn't have control, but, you know. So yeah, I was particularly upset by that, and I mean, honestly, I think particularly upset is a bit of an understatement. I was distraught, for lack of a better word, actually. Which is why I kind of, like, I really wanted to vlog yesterday, but I couldn't, because, see, this is the thing, right? I made this channel because I wanted to show my life, you know, being autistic, and how I navigate the world with that, but still doing everything I want to do. But part of being autistic is that sometimes I go non-verbal, which basically means that like when things just get so overwhelming and like everything takes 10 times as long to process and I just can't process it, I can't talk. Like, I mean, it's not like I lose my voice, but like the idea of talking is almost painful. Like, I mean, if you're not autistic, then it's really hard to describe, but basically I went non-verbal because I was so upset about everything, and like it feels to me that, you know, by dismantling these communities and things that we've had, it almost feels like we're letting her win. But again, I'm not in the trans community and they're the ones that really matter at the moment because they're the ones she's attacking, so it's not really my place. But yeah, I don't know, that's just my opinion. But you know, so I was non-verbal all of yesterday. So like I wanted to vlog but I couldn't because I was non-verbal. And also like I needed to focus on just getting through the day yesterday because if you remember, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it at the beginning of the week, but I had my online open day for university yesterday, which was obviously great. You know, thankfully it didn't require me to do any talking, just listening, and I mean it wasn't really that useful. It was just kind of reading off the website, to be honest, but I mean the photography course talk was actually semi-valuable, but the other ones were very generic. So yeah, that's sort of where I've been the last few days, and yeah, I was really upset by the whole thing, and I don't know whether I'm gonna continue with the Owls Readathon this year, because I mean, because like obviously the Hogsmeade Readathon was meant to be next week, right? And Book is still like hosting it, but it's not going to be a big thing anymore. So they're on like Discord. I don't have Discord, I used to ages ago, but as I said, I'm not someone who participates in group chats, so it was just a waste of phone storage really. And again, I'm not going to participate, but I also don't read people's messages. I just sort of like, I don't really know, I just like knowing that people are tweeting and engaging even though I'm not engaging with them. It's a bit weird, and if you're not autistic you probably won't understand, but you know, so, and also it still feels very raw, you know, like I don't know if this is the best time, because obviously I was going to vlog it and I'm just not really in the mood to be reading. So the thing is, I don't know, I've been going backwards and forwards in my head for 2 days now. I just can't decide whether I want to do it or not, because on the one hand I'm like, no, don't let that bitch ruin it, you know, like let's just do it anyway and enjoy it. But on the other hand, like, is it really appropriate? And it just, like, it's been spoiled a little bit. So I don't think I'll be doing the Hogsmeade Readathon, but I may do the Newts in August. I might, I don't know, just for the sake of finishing it, I guess. But I mean, I'm really hoping, really hoping that Book Rose does choose to sort of like redo the readathon so that it's something else, because I mean most of the readathon it's her work anyway, like it's based on Harry Potter, so like obviously the owls and the newts, but and you know the prompts are loosely based on the subjects and things as well, but you know it's not like it's based loosely in the world, but it's not actually heavily Harry Potter. So I really hope she just reworks that little bit so that we can still do a magical readathon, because I'm going to be so sad if it just is completely like disappeared and gone now. But I do understand why it's not going to be Harry Potter anymore. I will still always love Harry Potter. I don't support She Who Must Not Be Named in any way. I honestly hate the woman and wish someone would just take her Twitter away, because she clearly can't be trusted with it. Like, why couldn't she just take her fortune and disappear into a cave for the rest of the time and leave us all alone? But anyway, regardless of her, I will always love Harry Potter, the stories, and I'm not going to let her being a bigot ruin it. So, you know, I'm still gonna enjoy reading the books. I usually reread them every year. I'm still gonna do that. I watch the Harry Potter films like at least 20 times a year, like at least. Basically whenever I don't have anything to watch, it's just like my default, oh, I'll watch Harry Potter. So, you know, I'm still gonna enjoy that. I mean, I know a lot of people are no longer buying merch and stuff, and honestly I'm kind of at the point where like I have all the merch I'd have wanted to buy, because like I bought, or at least official merch anyway, like I bought loads of merch when I, like in my early teens, 13, 14, when I first went to like Warner Brothers Studios, and we went to Universal in America. So like I've kind of like, I've got 4 wands, I've got loads of different copies of the books, I've got some foreign editions as well. But like I've kind of got all the official merch that I want. I may one day in the future. I've always kind of low-key wanted like the robes, the full-on robes, but like they're so expensive, and I just like, I justify a lot under the pretense of like, oh, but I love it and it'll make me happy, but like I think the robe is like 120 quid or something, and it's just a little bit too far, so I won't be buying that anytime soon. And with any luck, by the time I'm in the financial position to spend that amount of money on something so ridiculous, she'll be dead, so it won't matter anymore. I think the only sort of official things I will still continue to buy are just the, you know, the 20th anniversary editions of the books, because I am one of those people that bought like every house version of every book. So like I have like all 4 houses of Philosopher's Stone in paperback and hardback, and then I have the same for Chamber of Secrets, and I need to, I think we're up to Goblet of Fire is out now, so, and I've got Gryffindor and Slytherin paperback and maybe hardback, I don't know, for Prisoner of Azkaban, but I just want to finish that collection, so that's really the only money that'll be going towards her. But really that's like, I'm one person, so if you add all that together it's probably only a couple of £100, and she's so rich already, I don't think it'll make much of a difference. So I will still buy those because I need to finish my collection. I'm capable of not finishing it, but otherwise I'm completely on board with no official merch, because I mean really I have so much already. And actually something I found quite interesting, like yesterday I was looking around my room, and it was a real reality check to just how much Harry Potter shit I've got in my room, because it's sort of like, it's such an ingrained part of my personality and sense of style and decor apparently, that I didn't realise just how much stuff I had related to Harry Potter. Like I was literally looking around and I was like, there is no place I can look in my room that there isn't a Harry Potter piece of merch in my direct eye line. Like I have a Gryffindor and a Slytherin cushion, I've got a poster there, I've got mugs over there, I've got my 4 wands on my shelf, I've got playing cards, I've got pop vinyls on every shelf, I've got a Slytherin thing up there, I've got stickers on my laptop and on my PC, I've got stuff on the other wall, like, and it's like, even throughout the day I was like noticing more and more things that I hadn't picked up on originally, because they're not like in your face Harry Potter necessarily, it's just a part of my decor. But yeah, so I've been talking for a long time now, but I do not support J.K. Rowling in any way, shape or form, but I will continue to love the books, because in my mind her books are completely separate to her. I know a lot of people will disagree with that. A lot of people think that you can't separate the author from the book, and you know, I do understand that, like, when you write a book obviously you pour quite a lot of yourself into that, so her beliefs and things will, you know, have transitioned into it in some way. But I feel like, in my mind at least, we knew this already, you know, we'd already picked up on this, and you know, things like Cho Chang and the Patil twins and stuff, and like the way she treats Lavender versus Hermione, like these are all things that we picked up on years ago, and like we've already talked about them and said they were shitty, but it doesn't like overall make the book terrible, if that makes sense. I mean, obviously I am a girl, but I'm in none of those other minority groups, so again, I'm not in a place to speak about it necessarily, but I always just felt that, you know, like no book is perfect. Unless a book is like actively promoting racism or homophobia or something, then, you know, the fact is that, you know, people do have prejudices, you know what I mean? You know, and it's just the world we live in, unfortunately, and so some of those will trickle in a little bit into their works, especially with the older generation. It's not an excuse, but it's a fact. So I don't know, I always felt like it was sort of, we acknowledged it and we then moved on years ago, but clearly I was wrong. But yeah, I have gone on about this for a long time. Anyway, I still love Harry Potter. I'll be taking a break from talking about it because I don't feel like now is the right time, but I will still love Harry Potter, but just know that I do not support her in any way, shape or form. So I have been talking for a long time, so I'm gonna wrap this up, but I didn't do anything yesterday really. You didn't really miss anything because I was just sad, but today I have been working on my trash dresses, but I'm gonna show you that in the next vlog because this one's getting a bit long. And I feel like this should be the most important thing and not that, so we're going to end it on this note instead. So yeah, I will show you those dresses in the next vlog. I think I'm not going to do the Hogsmeade readathon because it's too soon and she's ruined it a bit, to be honest, so I'm not going to do it. I may or may not do the newts. I will let you know later on. So next week will just be a normal vlog instead of the Hogsmeade readathon vlog, and I will show you the trash dresses and stuff, and it'll probably just be a lot more photography and working on projects instead. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, even though it ended on a bit of a sad note. If you are trans in the trans community and you've been affected by her comments, sending like so much love. She's a horrible person and you're completely valid. Don't listen to her. And just to spite JK Rowling, leave me in the comments this week. I want you to leave me some book recommendations by black authors, you know, trans authors, anyone who's in the LGBTQ+ community, you know, basically any book that's by anything other than a white straight cis person. Put it in the comments below, just out of spite basically, and I'll endeavour to check them out. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you next week.